Hi all, and thanks for watching. In this video, I just want to go over my community I created for Sim Settlements 2 for Tenpines Bluff. It's called PinesVil, and the reason I wanted to do this is to make sure that when you're building your community that you have the correct buildings in place. The problem that I've found is after a Sim Settlements 2 patch release, it will sometimes cause the actual buildings inside your communities to change. I'm not really sure why that occurs, but it has occurred several times as I've been making communities. A patch comes out, and suddenly when I go to test it, they start building something completely different on one of the plots that they weren't supposed to. And if that occurs, I'm going to show you how you can correct that. So let's get started here. So this is PinesVil. This is the front entrance. It's actually encircled by a steel wall, so this is the only entrance that you have into the community. It is well guarded with turrets going up along the front, as well as the guard post there. And I'm just going to do a quick overview here so we can kind of have a look. So here we have the front entrance. On the left side is the guard post with the various shops located right behind it. Right across here, this is the caravan services, sorry about that, and right behind is the actual player home. Now that's the original shack that was within this community. It came with two beds, but it was really beat up and you couldn't remove it. So what I did was I just kind of worked with it and made it into an acceptable home for the player. I'll show you that in a sec. But right now we'll just go around, and as you can see, the wall surrounds the front, the back, both sides, and you can only enter through this area here. So that kind of restricts attacks or anything that's coming at your community to having to go to the front entrance. And if they do have to work their way around, the guard posts will actually attack them, wear them down as they're trying to get around the front. Now, because I didn't have a guard post at the very rear of the base, I did actually place some turrets here on a platform at the back of the main building. Now, they're high enough above the wall that they can't be reached by any attackers, so they should provide quite a bit of a protection for the rear part of your base. Now, at the back, we have the two residences as well as the main community building, kind of like your, I guess you could say, your town works. And underneath here, we have the gardens with extra food provided, as each garden plot will additionally collect 6 food outside of that plot. So for each plot, I included an extra 6 food, allowing for a collection of 24 extra food on top of the 4 plots here. Now I'm just going to go back down to the ground, and I'll show you the 2 residential plots here. Oh, see. Put us way at the back here. So once you're at the back, if the residents don't look like this one and the one over in the corner, then what you want to do is just go up to the interface here and first view the details. Now the details should match the details that I have here, this being the PRA, the dorm. And over here should have a 2-story shack by Ono. Yeah, the SS2 2-story shack by Ono. Now, if either of these is incorrect, this one especially, for some reason, after the last patch, it would try and build some kind of truck platform or something here, which in effect, it wouldn't allow you to have the proper amount of residents inside the community. So if that occurred, just first check the details, see what it's on, and then you want to activate the interface and go to choose building plan. And then what you want to do is go through the list here and look for that one by Ono. And basically once you find that, you just want to click on that one. I already have it selected, so I don't see it in the, here it is, the two-story shack, SS2 two-story shack. So I would select that, and once I've selected that, then I can accept it, and it should build the new building in place. So I'm just going to cancel that. I don't really need to rebuild it. But again, if that occurs and you do have the wrong residence at either of the two ends, just switch them to the ones that I showed you they were. And actually on the mod, if you look in the comments, I did mention what the two residential plots should be. Okay? Now, as far as the other buildings here, your martial plots, the martial plots should just be basic defenses, checkpoint by Kingeth. So if that changes, again, just go through the interface and make the alteration, and it should change the plot. Now, as far as these back plots, I just have a water plot and a few other plots, collection plots here. These are both, or sorry, this is a garden plot, as well as a coffee shop, and it does grow the appropriate beans on the top. And if you go back here to the coffee machine, you can actually craft coffee. So it does have quite a few things that you can do, even though it's a small community and it's only a rural community. So it doesn't have a lot of additional things on top of what it can do, but it does have the things that it needs to support itself and be connected with other communities. Now, things like this, the machine, I've just added in some bottles here, and same thing, cigarette machine. Now, you can go up to the second floor here, and you have your power and another scavenging plot here. And I just kind of filled it in to make it look like a work area. Now, if there are any other plots that you're having trouble with, or they don't quite look the same as what I'm showing you here, just let me know on the mod, or let me know here on the video page, and I'll go through and look them over with you in order to figure out what's going on. Alright, so hopefully you enjoyed this. If there are any questions, just let me know in the comments below. I will leave a link to this actual mod if you want to try out this community. And just one more thing, when you're actually traveling into the community, I'll just pull up the map here. It's also been set so that you don't appear inside of any of the buildings when you fast travel there. So when you fast travel, you'll appear right next to the martial plot here, the guard station. So you won't have any trouble porting back and forth to the town. You'll be right at the front entrance, give you full access once you go in. Alright, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. And as I said, if there are any questions, just let me know in the comment section below. Oh, what's he doing there? Sometimes that happens. They seem to kind of sit outside of their areas, but that's just something with the plot, not something with what I've done here. Okay. Now, the power armor isn't part of the actual community, but if you want to collect the power armor, I'll just show you this just before I finish up, okay? It's just a quick little thing you want to do. Just head down here to the cliffside. And sometimes you'll hear a fight going on. And right down here, that cage right there has a set of power armor in it. Now, in order to open that cage, you have to go into the rail car there, and there's a switch inside that opens that cage for you. And that's where you'll get some power armor. Just thought I'd add that in at the end just to kind of give you a heads up if you didn't know about that power armor sitting there. And all you do is basically drop down the cliff there and go in that blue car, flip the open switch, and you'll be able to grab that armor out of that cage I just showed you. So just a little bonus there at the end. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks a lot for watching. I'll talk to you again. Take care.